Welcome to Springwell 360. Today we're going to talk about your diet and how it can impact your stress levels. So when you're stressed out, the foods that you're likely going to turn to are going to be traditional comfort foods. So these foods usually are big meals, takeout, fatty foods, sweet foods, and of course, sometimes can be alcohol. The reality is, we have all found some comfort in our to-go comfort foods, such as a tasty meal or a glass of wine or a bottle of beer, when we've been stressed out or upset about something. The thing to remember is that this is not a permanent solution. When you turn to unhealthy foods, you can feel better, but this is just temporary. In the long run, you will ultimately feel worse. When your body isn't getting the right amount of nutrition, you can begin to feel less energetic. You'll have more lethargy. You'll be sleepy and tired more often. And in some cases, you won't even be able to concentrate and focus on the things you need to do. And all of this can lead to even more stress. So if you've been feeling stressed out more than usual lately, it's important to know which foods are best to choose and which to avoid when it comes to combating stress and to helping you deal with feelings of stress and anxiety. One of the best ways to fight stress is to have a healthy, balanced diet, which includes a moderate amount of foods from each of the different food groups. So you would want to fill up on foods such as whole grains, leafy vegetables, and lean proteins as the basic staples of the diet. This can really help you with getting the right amount of nutrition and nutrients to fight both physical and mental health problems. When it comes to choosing the foods that you eat, some have a range of great properties which will help the body to combat stress. Choosing these stress busting foods will help to calm and heal your mind rather than just providing a temporary fix. Some of the best stress fighting foods include avocados. I love these because they're so versatile. You can eat it raw. You could eat it in a sauce. You can create dressings or dips, or even create a smoothie that has avocado in it. They're loaded with higher levels of vitamin E, folate, and beta carotene. However, you want to be careful with avocado with portion control because it is high in fat. Moderation is always key. Another item is blueberries. Instead of reaching for something unhealthy, such as a bag of chips, you can reach for some blueberries. And blueberries are loaded with antioxidants. And this berry has been linked with a wide range of health benefits, including sharper cognition, better focus, and a clearer mind. All of these can help to deal with stress and improve your stress levels. Chamomile tea is another thing to consider when it comes to stress. You want to avoid drinking liquids that are high in sugars and caffeine, such as coffee or energy drinks or soda, as these can increase your stress levels if you're drinking these on a regular basis. And this tea has been used as a natural bedtime soother for a very long time. Clinical trials, and as I love clinical trials. Clinical trials have often shown that this chamomile tea is effective in reducing the symptoms of generalized anxiety disorder. Another stress buster is chocolate, but be careful here. Although it's usually seen as an unhealthy treat, there is a link between chocolate and our mood. Studies have shown that eating chocolate can actually make you happier. I can attest to this. I love to eat chocolate. But again, moderation is key. However, this does not mean that you should be eating on chocolate bars every single time you feel stressed out. Chocolate only works as a de-stressor when it's eaten in moderation and as a part of a healthy and balanced diet. Dark chocolate is in particular is best for you as it contains more flavonoids and antioxidants, which can help to combat stress more than many fruit juices. So chocolate. Oatmeal is another great filling comfort food, and you can easily have this for breakfast. It's a complex carbohydrate, And eating oatmeal causes your brain to produce higher levels of the feel good chemical serotonin, which helps you to feel calm and less stressed. And studies have actually shown that children who eat oatmeal for breakfast tend to be much sharper throughout the morning in school compared to kids who have had something else for their morning meal. So, this is something to consider. Walnuts. So, if you're looking for a healthy snacking option, which will help you to stay better in control of your stress levels, walnuts are a great choice. So, they're sweet and they have a pleasant flavor. One of the things I love to do with walnuts is add them to my salad. And you can to get them in your diet, you can just add it to your salad. Another nut is pistachios, which are great for snacking on. And studies have shown that simply eating two small snack-sized portions of pistachios per day can lower vascular constriction when you are stressed, putting less pressure on your heart by further dilating your arteries. So, again, pistachios. Who knew? Green leafy vegetables. Leafy green vegetables should be a huge part of anyone's diet. So, along with helping to combat stress, these leafy greens are filled with nutrients and antioxidants which help to fight off disease, and they'll leave your body feeling healthier and filled with energy. Leafy greens like spinach are especially good for you because they are rich in folate, which helps your body to produce more mood regulating neurotransmitters such as serotonin, which, as I mentioned earlier, is known as the feel good chemical. Making leafy greens a part of your diet will help you to feel happier and overall less stressed. Let's mention fermented foods. And I'm not talking about wine, okay? Last but not least, eating fermented foods such as yogurt can help to keep your gut healthy, which actually in turn will help to improve your overall mental health and reduce stress levels. There is a huge importance on the microbiome or the healthy gut, which impacts your health and overall well-being. And I'll talk more about that in future sessions. The beneficial bacteria that is found in these fermented foods, such as yogurt, they actually have a direct effect on your brain chemistry, and they transmit positive mood and behavior regulating signals to your brain. So this is one thing to remember. A great, well-balanced diet can help with stress. So planning your meals wisely is key to not only staying fit and healthy, but also to staying mentally strong and being able to best manage your, levels of stress. So knowing which foods to avoid and which are best to reach for when you're snacking will certainly help you with getting a good control over your emotions and your stress levels. So when you're feeling stressed, you're certainly going to be tempted to reach for your classic comfort foods. Let's stay away from those foods that are filled with sugar or they're so starchy or greasy. However, reach for the foods that are healthier and, in the long run, they will make you feel better. You want to have stress busting snacks such as fresh berries, dark chocolate, yogurt, walnuts, pistachios, or even fruit or a smoothie with avocado and leafy greens within reach so that you can feel better in both the long term and the short term when it comes to stress. Okay? We cannot overemphasize how much a good, healthy, balanced diet can help with mental and physical well being. So, in order to stay on track, you can create a meal plan for your week and plan ahead to make sure that you have a good selection of these stress busting foods in your kitchen to make meals and snacks. Reach for these when you feel like stress eating. So, instead of reaching for a bag of chips, reach for a handful of blueberries and make sure that the majority of your meals include these foods and lean proteins and leafy green vegetables to make you feel healthier overall. So here are some examples of some stress busting foods for your menu. So for breakfast, you can have oatmeal with berries or a fruit smoothie with avocado and berries. For your mid-morning snack, maybe you want to have some yogurt with fruit, or a handful of pistachio nuts. Notice I said a handful because we don't want to go overboard and we have to remember portion control. So for lunchtime, you may want to have a whole grain pasta filled with some leafy greens. An afternoon snack could be a bite of dark chocolate. And for dinner, you could have some lean protein with vegetables, and of course, before dinner, some chamomile tea. You don't have to stick to this menu at all, but I just wanted to provide this example to give you an idea of how to plan your days. Remember to exercise good portion control when it comes to eating foods such as nuts, chocolate, yogurt, and avocado. As the saying goes, you are what you eat. So it's important to make sure that first and foremost, you are filling yourself up with foods which are good for your mental and physical health. Join us next time.